Hello, I'm Keith Ford at Brownells, and today we're going to take a look at the MP5 and the MP5K. Developed in the 1960s by the German firm Heckler Koch and adopted by over 40 nations, the MP5 series of submachine guns is one of the most widely used 9mm in the world. Now, just to keep things simple, I'm going to refer to MP5 even though this is a Zenith Z-5P and this is a Dakota Tactical D54-N. Instead of trying to bounce back and forth in between the Dakota Tactical, Zenith, Heckler & Koch, we're just going to keep it simple with MP5 and MP5K. Now, a lot of folks don't realize that there's a little bit of difference between the MP5 and the MP5K. The K is the kurz, which is a little shorter model, PDW basically, about a 4.5-inch barrel. A little different back here, and we'll break this down and take a look at it. Now, the standard MP5 has about an 8.5-inch barrel, 8.8, and different here in the back, a little different trigger group. So let's dive into it and take a look and see what makes these different. What we'll do is we'll do a visual and physical check of the chamber, make sure nothing is in there. All right, now then we'll pop this pin out at the stock assembly, and these are registered Form 1 SBRs. Pull this pin out. Remove your stock, remove recoil spring assembly, and then on the Dakota Tactical, this is a clipped and pinned grip housing, so this just comes right out. Tip this up, bring your bolt carrier group out, push the pin out for the front handguard. And there we go, that's basic field strip of the MP5 right there. Now over here on the K, do a visual and physical check on that. Charge your handle forward. All right, now on the MP5K, stock setup is just a little bit different. You'll notice that there's two pins back here versus the single pin on the MP5. So let's tap these out. Sometimes they're just right that you can pull them out. This one is a little tight at the bottom, so I'll take a punch and just give it a little tap. Pull that out. The stock assembly comes out. And this one is not clipped and pinned. This is a different setup where this actually has the pin that goes through the front like the original MP5s. Remove this pin. And trigger housing down, recoil spring assembly, and your bolt carrier group right there. Remove the front handguard. And there we go. Now we can take a look and see the distinct difference between the two. Quite a bit shorter barrel. And on the MP5K, you'll have two reinforcing plates right here. And if you ever decide to get a different stock or a different brace, the MP5 will not fit on there. You have to use the specific K, like this right here. This goes inside and the pins go through. Now, bolt carriers are not interchangeable. Bolts are. Recoil spring assemblies are not. Grip housings are not, because you'll notice that there is a tang back here sticking out, and on the K this is not. Whereas right here your stock fits over and slips right over onto that. So that's just a basic teardown of the MP5 and MP5K. Now we'll go ahead and reassemble our carrier assembly in. Put our grip housing on. Push it through. Put our stock assembly in. Give that just a tap. Make sure you use the nylon end. handguard. So push pin in, check, we're good to go. Have the K reassembled, and let's go to the MP5. So we'll drop our carrier in, recoil spring assembly in, put our trigger housing up there, shove that down, pin goes through, and handguard, just like so, pin in, function check. H&K's design of the roller lock on the MP5s is a really neat, just a forward-thinking design on these guns, and the way it's set up is just amazing. The dual rollers, keeps everything locked in place, and it's just, they're cool guns, just really amazing guns. And with the wide variety of MP5 parts available on the market, away from trigger housings, burst groups, stocks, braces, handguards, even charging handles, it's just amazing at all the different changes and variations that you can do to these guns. This right here is a standard SCF lower on both of these, but you can go more to a Navy lower, what they call different angle. Burst setups, now burst setups, you're not going to really be doing that on semi-autos, but the visuals, you can change that to pictogram lowers and stuff. But yeah, just main thing is be sure to know what you have, whether you have a K or a full-size MP5, and look at the different parts. If it says K, it's going to be stuck with that gun. It's really not going to fit this. Now your K right here, like I said earlier, this is a specific setup for this. You're not going to be able to put a regular MP5 on there. So just whenever you're doing changes, be sure and pay attention to what you're looking at. Now, parts for the MP5, MP5Ks are available all over the place. Internet, catalogs, whatever. And just be sure to know what you're looking at and what you're getting and the specific model that you have. Thanks for watching.